know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be coolin' out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at you go. Okay, you ready? Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look, yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bacon. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on 2nd down. Lambert eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Tag 50! Hey, go here!
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go! Hey, set, lady! Hey, hot!
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Coney Ely in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Just beating the play clock. Stafford out left to Shaheen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down. Lambert, he's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, 22!
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back 53! Back 53!
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Go here. 32.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Kennedy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Set. Blue 60. Check. Over there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Set. Lady. Come on, Maharan. 21.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, 51 is down. 51 is down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make it 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Lambert. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Lambert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone, gone.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Lambert. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 1st down, Lambert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking to throw, Lambert. And he rifles one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun, Lambert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Lions going to stop this momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
22.
Operating from the gun, Stafford, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Stafford, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. To the air again, Stafford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking that time for Stills. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff for Gurley. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
21.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back. But he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Lions on 3rd down.
Detroit!
2 for 5
Detroit!
to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On On 1st and 10, Lambert. They'll roll him out right, and that's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lambert. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Detroit! Gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing again. Lambert forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set! 3-19! Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Lucky 56! Over!
On 1st down, Lambert steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56!
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Detroit!
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down. Clements. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Omaha, remember?
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 6 man. Check girls, check girls. Here. 21. Check daddy. Hey, 22.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Tag 57, ready. 21, 22, 10, tag 50,
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I.
4 down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Lambert escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Throwing again on second and 10. Lambert dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Davis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Lambert is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, tag 53.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Big 20. Omaha tonight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
22.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hey, I need one. Stay 50, stay 50.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lambert. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So with that need 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.